Alrighty, so what I want to do today with you, okay, and I'm going to start screen sharing, and please don't open Spotify. Let's exit out. Okay, let's come over and go to screen number 1. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to do a pocket door. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, and I'll show you this. And the first thing we're going to do, okay, we're going to come to our Imperial. Okay, this is where it's going to show. We're going to come to doors. And now we're going to have all these doors down here. And what we want to click on is actually just door, single panel. We'll open that up. Okay, in your project, it'll load. And I don't know if I mentioned, but what I want to show you is how to make a pocket door. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a single. If you want to do a double, you can just mirror over and change your openings. So here it is. Okay, you have some views, some floor plans, and some elevations. Okay, let's go through that real quick. So the ref plan is going to show you from the top. Okay, it shows the door swing. It shows you where it's cutting through. Here's the trimmers, door jamb, the wall. If you go to your back elevations, it's going to show you the back, the front, and the left. What's going to be the thickness of the door, and same with the right, but the other side. So let's go ahead and pause this video, and I'll get to the next part. Alrighty, just making sure I'm still sharing. What we're going to be doing, okay, so like I said, we're making a pocket door. We're going to look, we already looked at what these are, okay, the plans, the rev plan, and then all the elevations. So right now we're on the front elevation, and we're going to talk about what these mean. So this right here, if you click on it, okay, it's going to show you down here what this is. Let's get off of that. Okay, that right there is just a trim extrusion, okay, and it's going to go on both sides. These right here are your reference planes, okay, and so here's the R2. Here shows your height, equal distance from this point to here, and it's actually kind of odd. So if you look at the ref level, okay, and you see it's swinging to the right, so it's a right-hand door, okay. And it looks like this is a 210. Let's see what the height is. Go from the front. It's a 210/6/8 door, okay, right hand. And if you look this, here's the front. You would think that it pointing over here would be the handle, but it's not. So whenever you have these lines, okay, the widest portion over here is where the handle is going to be and where it slides, when it opens, okay. And going further, if you look at the door, okay, so here's the door. This is just grouped right here. This is just, and yes, it shows a door, but really these are symbolic lines. And what we have in here is the actual door slab that you actually see. And this is called an extrusion, okay? This panel you will see in 3D in your elevations, but you won't see this right here. And this is just, like I said, those are unseen lines. I can't remember what I just said, but you won't see those anything. That's just there's the word symbolic, and you can change the swing of the door if you really wanted to, okay, and you can do that with it, okay, and by doing that it'll change down here on this slab. But going further, now that we've gone over what this door is, okay, and what it means, we're actually going to go to a different file. This isn't the file that we're going to be editing, okay. So we're going to go back to file, and we're going to go to new, okay, and we're going to go to open, we're going to go to family, and we're going to come down to doors, and now we're just going to do the generic door, okay, and it's actually just going to be called door. So let's see where that is. If I do, is it in residential? Door, commercial. It actually might have been where it's in brand new, because it's a brand new door. So let's go to file again. Let's go to new. Let's go to family. Okay. We're here in Imperial. Okay. Let's get out of, I don't know why this is popping up. That's annoying. Let's go down to doors. Okay. It doesn't show anything. So let me find that just real quick for you. So it turns out I was actually looking in the wrong spot, okay? So let's exit out of this, because for some reason I can't find it when I go into it, that dialogue. So we're gonna go to new, we're gonna go to family, okay? And we're gonna end up in the English 1 file over here, okay? And as you scroll down, and let's get this into view, views of lists, you're gonna find door down here. And this is really annoying. I hate how this always changes on me. Here's door, okay? We're gonna open that up and then we're gonna change the door. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, okay, we're gonna make a void extrusion in here, and that's gonna make it so it cuts a hole through the wall. And I'll show you how to do that. So if we go to our, let's go to our interior elevations, okay? And let's put ZF for zoom to fit, and it's gonna let me. Yes, there you go. And Y is editing the wall. So zoom to fit, there we go. And as you can see right here, here's the door. If we hover over this, that's the extrusion, okay? And we're just gonna keep that there. We're not gonna change it because that's our trim, okay? We got our trimmers and we got our header over here. But if you tab in here, okay, it's gonna show opening cut. And you can see that at the very bottom left, okay, of Revit. It says opening cut. Okay, so the opening cut is just gonna be an area where your door slab is, but we weren't gonna have a door slab. So we're gonna delete that, okay? And actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. So let's delete it. And we're going to create, we're going to go to void forms, we're going to go to void extrusion. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pick lines, okay? So we're picking lines, okay, header, trimmer, and now the threshold of the door, you can if you want to, but what I like doing is I just like grabbing the line and I like bringing it over, and there you go. There is our void extrusion. Now, let's check mark that, okay? And it's not gonna go all the way through, or it might. It's a 6-inch wall, so, but we need to go to our ref level, okay? And we need to make sure that it's going through completely. So where is it? If I tab through it, is it gonna show? Shape handle, extrusion. Where's my void extrusion? Opening cut. I don't think I did it right. So if we go back to the ref level, okay, so here's my void extrusion. We're gonna put the void extrusion through, okay, and now you can see it's orange. The orange means is that it's not cutting through it yet. So what you're gonna have to do, okay, you're gonna have to go to your geometry section up here on the modify tab. You have to go to cut, and you wanna cut geometry. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna touch the wall first, what you wanna cut, and what's cutting through it. And you click that, and now that orange piece disappears. And if you go to your ref level, okay, or sorry, your interior, okay, you're gonna see that it's gone, but you can't really see it there. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go right here to 3D, and you can see that it's cutting through, okay? That's pretty cool. Now let's come back and we're gonna show you how to do void extrusions and extrusions. That way we can have an actual pocket door, and we're gonna make this functional. So you'll see, but give me a minute and let me get set up for you. So that being said, okay, so here we are at a ref level, and we know that our pocket door is gonna have to come through this right here, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to create tab, we're gonna make another void form, okay? So void extrusion, and we're going to make, let's just do a line for now, okay? We'll do it from the front, and we wanna make it, let's say we're doing like a 3-foot door slab, okay? So in fact, let's make, do I wanna make this ADA? Let's not. Let's just imagine that it's one of those weird flippy handles that you have to push out and close the door and then latch it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go 3 foot, okay, and then our door slab, how big is our door slab gonna be? Let's go back to interior over here. Okay, in fact, it's not gonna show. So a door slab, I wanna say it's like 1.5 inches, but let's look it up. Okay, so double click on this guy right here. Let's get over this. How thick is a pocket door slab? Okay, and that's going to determine our thickness. So it's going to be 1 3/4. So let's just do 1 3/4 just to be safe. Okay, and 1 3/4 is going to be what? what is 1 3/4 divided by 2? So we'll do offset, okay? And I'm going to show you this down here. So you can actually do equals, and you can do 1 3/4 inches, and you can do parentheses, okay? And then you can divide it by 2. So 7/8, okay? And you do that to both sides. So 1, 2, okay, so that looks great. Now let's go ahead and get this down here. Let's trim this up. Let's delete that middle line because we're not going to need it. Okay. And then when you're doing a void extrusion, okay, just like we did on the opening for that door so we could cut through the wall, we're going to have to do the exact same thing over here. Okay. So let's go ahead and just get a line out here. Okay. We have to do it past, that way it will cut through. Okay. It'll show that hole. Okay. And it doesn't have to be too far. It doesn't have to be too much. I could even put it in close, but we'll just leave it right there. Okay. So we're going to push, before we push check mark, let's go to our interior. We need to figure out the height of the door. So the height of the door is going to be 7 foot. So if we go back to ref level and we go, okay, it's starting at the bottom, which is 0, and it needs to go up 7 feet. It's a 7-foot door slab. Okay. So there we go. We're going to check mark that. And again, when it's orange, it's not cutting through. So come up to your cut tool, click the wall you're doing and what's cutting it. And now it's there. Okay. So now we're going to make the door slab. Okay. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. And you know, there's actually something I forgot to show you. So we were talking about the thickness of this door. If it was the exact thickness of the door, and that was the exact thickness, the same thickness as the void extrusion right there, the slide it would be sliding in, you would be scratching the crap out of the door. So just to make sure that it doesn't scratch, maybe we want to put, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch on each side. Okay, so it's just 1/4 of an inch on each side. And do 1/4 inch. Okay, it's going to make this quite a bit bigger, but that's okay. So let's trim it up and delete the lines that we don't need. Okay, and what's going to happen is that on the jambs of your door, you're actually going to have some spacers down here that you're screwing to the jam, and it's going to push the door, because that door, like I said, is just wobbling on a track. Okay, track is at the top, nothing's at the bottom. One thing to guide at the bottom is those spacers. Okay, and you'll do it so it's not too tight, it's not too loose, so that it doesn't move as much, so it's more solid. And that's what's going to help you from your door not wobbling, but we won't show that in here. Of course you could, but that's just kind of a typical thing that comes with a door. When you buy it from either Home Depot or BMC or Suncrest, wherever you get it. Okay, so there we go. Is it gonna let me do it? Must be, oh, I need to close my loops down here. Make sure you do that, guys. And 1, 2, 1, 2, okay. Now I can, now it's there. So if we go back to our interior, okay, so we're gonna have to do our door. And we know that inside of this threshold, these trimmers over here in header, is going to be the size of our door. So what we're going to do is we're going to do create. Okay, instead of doing a void form, we're going to do a solid extrusion. Go ahead and take your square draw tool, come down, and go ahead and place your door. Now we don't want it to be 7 foot wide. So just to make sure that it actually doesn't mean from ref level of height of 0 to 7 foot, because that's what I hope it's going to be. Let's check mark that. Okay, and let's go to ref level again and just see. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I want this door, and let's get it out here just so I can see it. I can't do that, can I? Okay, let's get it back. Let's put it right there. Oop, that didn't work. Let's get it back over here. There we go. Okay, so extrusion end. What did we say it was? 1 3/4 inch thick is what I think I said. Let's just run with that. Okay. Oh, great. 1 3/4 inches thick. There you go. Okay. So we're gonna have to do, and this is how I would do it. I would do your line tool. I would pick that ref level and It's not working, is it? Okay, let's do this. Do detail line. It doesn't let you do it. Okay, so go to model line. Okay, there you go. Go to the center of the door, and then go ahead and click the door and control. Click that as well. You can do the move tool. Let's see if we can just click it right there. And it didn't work. So what we're gonna do, and it actually might be that this thing is pinned. So let's see, there's the pin tool up here. It doesn't show. It's constrained. Let's see, visible, solid. Doesn't look like it. Let's see if I can just move it like this. I can't. How about we click disassociate work plane? Okay, that actually might work. That did. Okay, let's go back. Let's go ahead and select those two, use the move command, use that line that we made, and align it. And now you can delete that line, okay? So now that our door is in there, okay, that is pretty much our door. But I'll show you just a little further, so just hang with me for a couple more seconds and minutes, however long it might take. So the next thing we're gonna do, yes, I'm recording, is that we need to make sure, and you're not actually gonna see this for the extrusion on your 3D or on some of your plans. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna create, okay, and we're gonna go to model line, okay, and I just wanna trace this door, and that's what I'm gonna do, okay. So let's just trace the door, okay, and there is the extrusion. Let's hide that for a second. Okay, and now select those model lines. And what I kind of like to do is that when I show this on a plan, I want to show it kind of partially open. So let's just make sure that we do it. Now let's just do a little short of center, okay? And so what you can do with this, you can actually select this door and you can show how the lines show up in your plan. So it didn't do all the way. There you go. Okay, so now that we showed it, that's all it's showing, right? Then we're gonna go to subcategory, and now we have a couple of options here. We have projection, which is already set to. We have doors cut, elevation swing projection, and we're actually gonna choose doors cut, okay? So we're gonna do a door cut, and we're gonna go to the family visibility settings, okay? And now this just shows where you want it to display in. So display in 3D views, and I want it to display in plan, but I don't want it to display when you look at front or back. I want to see that opening. I want to see, or that door there. So I'll just do front and left, back and right. I don't want to see it, okay? So when cut in plan, I want to see that. So we're gonna go ahead and push OK on this, okay? And now if we go to interior, it does not show. If we go to 3D, it does not show. But if we look at ref level, that will show, okay? And so when you go to your floor plan, this is how it's gonna show up. So that's pretty nice. Now, if you wish, you could stop now and save it. But as far as what we did in our tenant improvement, okay, let's go ahead and go back to our interior, okay? So again, here's the side with the handle, and it would be on the other side as well. We're going to create just do an extrusion, okay? I want to do this through the entire door. And I want to make sure it's lined up. So let's go out like this with a line. We'll delete that in just a little bit. And let's just pretend it's this big. Okay, this is an actual size. I just want to show you what it would look like. So let's go to move. Let's go up. Okay. And of course for ADA, we would have added probably about 2 inches, maybe even 4 inches for that door slab. That way it would stop just short of being completely flush with the trimmer and the jamb. So let's leave that right there. Okay. And then if we push, okay, all right. Now, if we go to ref level, we're going to see that extrusion, but it's like 7 feet long. We don't want it that big. So what we're going to do is that I want it to be such as maybe let's go to I can't do a detail line. Let's do create. We're going to go to model line, okay, and let's do a dimension from the door slab to the model line, Okay, and I want this model line probably to be about a 1/4 inch off of that door slab. Okay, and this is going to be our steel. Why I want to work. Click it. Ah, there you go. So I want that to be just about a 1/4 inch off of it. Okay, so there you go. We're going to delete this line. And we'll go ahead and align this guy right here. Perfect. And we'll do the exact same thing. So come back to, and actually better yet, let's just click on that item and let's go to modify. Let's go mirror. Okay, now we have it on the other side. And now we can go over here to the end of that void extrusion. Good. Let's click on that model line. Okay, and now it's the right size we need it. So let's delete those lines. And now when you want to make your indentation for whatever you're pulling, pushing, turning, whatever, what you can do is you go to your interior, okay, and now you're going to do a void extrusion. This is what I like to do. So I'll do a void extrusion, and I'll do something a little fancy. So how about this? Let's pick lines instead, and let's do 1/4 inch. Okay, let's just do that. No, let's do 1/2 inch. Let's double it. Okay. Come back. We'll just double over the top, so it's a 1/2 inch. Okay, so trim up these lines, and we'll delete the others in a second. And I need to clean up my mouse wheel. Whenever I click, it'll send me right back to zoom to fit, which is really annoying. So let's delete those two. There we go again. Delete those two. Okay, and now we have this right here. Okay, so you can, I'm showing you this, that way you can do whatever extrusions you want to make a handle, do anything else, okay? Oh, man, that's annoying. So to make it round, you can use this guy right here, okay? And let's just, all right, well, that looks okay. And we can come back to them, select it, do a line, mirror, and we can do that again. So let's just select and deselect that top line because we don't need that. Do it again. You go to the center of this line, okay? And now we have it. So we'll go trim to here, trim to there, trim to here. Do it again, okay? Come on. Okay, now we can check mark it. Now we got a round void extrusion. But that again, it's going to be 7 feet off the interior, which is way too big. So go ahead and go to, say, ref level, okay? And what we're going to do, okay, we're actually going to do 2 of these. We'll just copy it, okay? So I want to make sure, and let's align this, okay, that it's showing right there, okay? But I only want it to be 1/4 inch deep. So we'll go back to create, we'll go to model line, okay? And let's just say we go to draw, go to pick lines, and I want it to be, let's just say a 1/4 inch deep, okay? So it's actually kind of a lot of space. Maybe we want to do like, I don't know, 1/8, but let's just do this guy. It's about that deep. It's perfect. Perfect. Okay. And now when we do this, we can select it. Okay. And actually, let's tab through right there. Okay. Did it work? No, it did not. Let's come back, make sure I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to. There you go. Tab through, tab. There you go. And then I'm sorry. So come back. This, I actually did this wrong, so I apologize again. Let's come to, you know what, you can do this on your own, but we're gonna come over just about that much, and it's gonna indent that much, okay? So now that we have it, let's go ahead and go to, again, I'm sorry, come this deep right here, okay? this indentation is only going to be this large, okay? And ooh, what did I just do? I did not do that right. Again, sorry. Let's come back. Okay, there you go. Where is my, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so let's just align it right there at that 1/4 inch line we had before. Extrusion is too thin. Well, isn't that just a bummer? Okay, there's this guy. Let's tab through it, see if we can find him again. He's not. Let's push the back arrow. Okay, so here he is. Let's go to the top. Let's come out actually just a little bit further, and we'll put him right here. Okay. Can we put him right there? Yes, we can. So we're going to take the avoid extrusion. Okay, and it looks like he's not cutting through yet, but we'll fix that. So let's go ahead and right here and just click that reference plane, and now we have on the other side. And we'll go to our 3D. Okay, and now you can see that we have a clear handle right there. Of course, that's not ADA or even up to code, but that's something simple you could do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give it a good rating. So take it easy and goodbye.